you keep doing that, you feel like you're going to get rewarded.
Off the face-off win from Cizikas. Chalowski shot, score! Dennis Chalowski, just seconds into his Islanders debut this season, has put the Islanders ahead 1-0.
And that all starts with the face-off with Casey Cizikas in the net. But what a tremendous wrist shot. There's the face-off win. Watch, Lee goes to the net. Casey is in that same area. And Knight, I don't think, was able to pick that one up. I don't think that went off Casey, but just a good snap wrist shot. Let's just see if it hits anybody. I don't know if it got Anders Lee on the hip, but a good start for the Islanders. Siplikov, if he could have been a little quicker.
Siplikov wrapped it around the boards. Verhaeghe and Nelson tied up. Pollock to the front. What a tip from Palmieri, and he scores! The first one was stopped. The second one he poked home, but that initial shot was headed well wide if it wasn't for an acrobatic deflection from Kyle Palmieri.
Yeah, just the quick release from Ryan Pollock really allowed that play to happen. Went in on the original play because I could see the puck go between his legs. I just didn't know if it crossed or not. But watch this good play right here. Good job by Brock Nelson, and then the quick release.
And you know what, Butch, what I'm most impressed about, we'll go back and look for it, as you see Kyle Palmieri get his stick, put a beautiful little tip, then follow it up right there as Knight was falling down. But you guys were sort of guarded from it.
Forsling right there on Nelson. Glove down by Palmieri. Siplikov is headed to the goal. Palmieri all the way around. Whacked that by Bennett. Palmieri left it there. His helmet popped off. Siplikov will take the puck, turn and shoot wide. Nelson scores! Nelson, a backhand bank shot off of Knight. And the Islanders have scored 3 times here in the first.
Didn't have anybody to give it to. He handles it with his glove. Watch him just keep the feet moving as he crosses over and says, oh, well, what am I going to do with it? Got a little break from the referee, but Siplikov makes a beautiful shot. And there's, as you mentioned, Brendan, the bank shot. They don't all have to be pretty, do they?
And you know what? Although it's not pretty, just the timing of it all. Watch Brock right here. He understands what's going on, right? You got no time. You got, who's that? Forsling coming. Chalowski
turns and shoots, blocked by Lundell, following it up to bounce into the slot. A swing and a miss from Cizikas, but the puck came to Lee and now Mayfield. A little deeper. Nate Schmidt off the boards and out as the Islanders really continue to dictate play here in the opening period, but they leave Reinhart all alone, and he scores. Boy, you can't give Sam Reinhart a look like that, and he's put the Florida Panthers on the board.
When he gets all that time to make a play. So Chalowski came all the way over, and Mayfield was on his left side, so the two defensemen kind of got crisscrossed a little bit and out of position, and Reinhardt, such a smart player that he just moved right into a hole, and the puck came right to him.
Here's a pass for Siplikov. Nelson alone. Saved by Spencer Knight as that puck wouldn't settle down and Nelson got in tight. Couldn't keep it in.
You can see Dauber, he's looking all the way across there. Siplikov way up on the left side. And just a nice little saucer pass, but it bounced on.
Mikula sends behind Varlamov. Got his stick tangled up there with Matthew Tkachuk, and then a cross-check from Tkachuk. Play continues, thrown to the front of the net, backhanded off the goal post, and they jammed it in. Matthew Tkachuk took the stick out of Varlamov's hands, threw him a cross-check, and then bangs in a puck to make it 3-2.
Well, we'll see if there's going to be some goaltender interference.
Impede the play. Like, you watch right here a bump, and then Barley gives him a shot, but this doesn't result in the goal. But watch this right here. Hey, how you doing? A little cross-check. You can't do that to a goalie, but from then on, it's not like he's affecting. I don't think, at least, as they look down, and I don't think a challenge is coming.
I don't think there's anything to challenge there.
No, not at all. Varlamov didn't know where the puck was, and Tkachuk was deeper in the net than Varlamov was.
Is there a play or a sequence that sums up Matthew Tkachuk better than this?
Yeah, that's exactly who he is. He just
at the end of the first to make it 2-1. Barzal, quick change of directions. Barzal turns away from Ekblad. Anders Lee jamming away at it. First shot denied by Spencer Knight.
And any time during this regular season, to watch them play the Rangers the other night. Rangers have a very good power play and could get nothing.
Nate Schmidt up the boards for Samoskevich. Pass on for Balinskis. And Uvis Balinskis His pass to Samoskevich, walks in, fires it off the post. Got it by Varlamov.
And there's a little more onus on the referees.
Here's a chance for the Islanders ahead. Horvat and Barzal. Here's Matt Barzal off the post. And now look out the other way. Tkachuk was behind the defense. An inch away from putting the 2-goal lead back.
As Kulikov goes down, and a couple of quick exchanges with the puck, and Horvat a beautiful pass. And I mean, he went
by Anton Lundell. Tkachuk hits the brakes. It hits the trailer, but it was in the skates of Gustav Forsling. Mike Riley will take over. Riley's pass for Siplikov. Nelson behind the D with a swing at it, and bats it on goal. Didn't have much behind it.
Of Knight, and then Brock with the baseball swing, and
Spencer Knight will stop it there. Kulikov for Samoskevich. With speed down the right side, Mackie Samoskevich all the way around, and he scores on the wraparound. That's the first NHL goal for Mackie Samoskevich, and it ties the score at 3.
Off on the angle, and Maniskevich, I mean, good speed, hangs on to it, and Varley gets outside his crease, and and he had no chance to get back. Watch his left foot, Thomas. Varley, that is. Watch where he goes with that, and now he can't get back.
Yeah, similar to the push we saw Ilya want last night. Ideally, you want to be pushed off those.
A minute and a half to go here in the second. Islanders brush ahead, 3-on-2. Barzal to Horvat. Bo Horvat to respond, and a save from Spencer Knight. He plays a hard brand of hockey. Cizikas to Lee on goal, rebound underneath Knight. He was able to outstretch the left hand.
And one Stanley Cup.
Scores goals at big times, too.
He's a good player.
Oh, it deflects in. Tkachuk put it to the net off of Varlamov and banked in off Sam Bennett. A harmless-looking play has given the Panthers a 4-3 lead.
Any interference at all. We'll see if Varley could catch this puck at all. Gives him time. And
you know what, Butch? Is it one of those situations that maybe Varley's thinking, I'm going to direct this to the corner because it's a safe area?
Yep.
That's what he was doing, right? That's what he was thinking.
Yeah, it was right on the stick. He made the save, and it's just going to bounce off and well, it went off Bennett. There's no question.
Adam Boquist walks the line, leaves it for Lundell. Lundell's shot blocked by Mayfield. 1:25 left on the power play. Tkachuk sauced it out, gets it back from the half wall. Tkachuk drifting, shooting, scores! Matthew Tkachuk blows it through Varlamov. It's 5 straight goals for the Panthers. They lead by 2 in the third.
Just to come right into the high scoring area. Varlamov is pretty deep into his own net to watch Varlamov, but this is too good a shot to give up. I mean, you got to put some pressure on him. Can't just, he's inside the dots. He's inside the circle. Looks like it might have went off the stick of Pajot or Holmstrom.
He just waited for all that traffic to build in front of the net, and I agree with you.
That he plays with, because this is not the same guy that was in Buffalo, right?
No, well, but he was a lot younger too, wasn't he?
Yeah. 25 goals scored in Buffalo as Varlamov had to make the save on the rebound.
Safe play too. You're up 2 goals and 7 minutes to go. You don't want to turn the puck over, get it blocked.
Jesper Boquist to the front, jammed wide by Rodriguez. Pajot's lined up near the blue line, away from the other side. Puck coming his way. Barzal's pass was in his skates, though. Now it's Barzal drifting, wristing, shooting, and it's high. Palmieri was in front, may have gotten a piece. Dobson played it back behind. Gustav Forsling looking for the empty net, and he finds it from 190 feet away.
The game, part of the reason it was so tough to get shots off was the stick and the reach of Forsling here. One hands it. That's the end of the ball game right there. You know, Florida just, after that start, it seemed like when Reinhart scored, they thought, okay, we got our game back, and just continued to get.
And now as the Panthers throw it to center, Islanders had as good of a start as you could ask for, up 3-0, but 6 unanswered from the Florida Panthers, and the defending champions beat the Islanders 6-3.